So what up? Today is Saturday. It's Saturday. Sticky, yicky. And I'm headed to the gym. I'm gonna go train my arms because I have to work tonight. And you can't be a bouncer with little toothpick arms. So try to pump these bad boys up and get a nice good swell. Come home and eat. And then try to rest up and hydrate so that when I go to work, you know, I look all full and big and, you know, so I haven't done a measurement yet, and I'll probably do one, I don't know, maybe, I'll probably do the measurement once my weight gets down to 280, floating around 290, depending on what time of the day it is. Like after this workout, I want to be able to finish my full cardio session. I haven't been able to. You know, last time I had to use the bathroom, and it just messed everything up. So I was at 27 minutes. Went to go use the bathroom. I came back, and I just didn't have the energy. I was just too tired. You know, because once you stop and then you try to start again, it just doesn't work. So hopefully I'll be able to do the entire set of cardio. And I usually do a half hour of uphill walking. I'm sorry, I usually do an hour of uphill walking. And I usually try to do, I'll put it at like about 7 for the incline. I think it goes up to 15, so I'll put it at about 7. And then I'll walk at about 4. So 4 miles an hour, uphill 7. It's usually, for my weight, you know, I keep my weight at like, you know, 300. Sometimes I'm less, sometimes, you know, I'm right around there, but I'm not going to change my weight every single time. But it's about 1,100 calories for that hour. And, or at least that's what the treadmill says. Obviously, because sometimes, you know, my footwork is a little bit slower. So maybe a little bit less. You know, I'm wearing a hoodie, so maybe a little bit more. My heart rate is already up because I've just been lifting, so maybe a little bit more. I don't know. The treadmill thing says 1,100. That's where I like to keep it, because in my mind it gives me some room to eat. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do today. I've been trying to track my stuff on MyFitnessPal, and I feel like I've been able to do a pretty good job with it, but who knows? We got some tofu at the crib. I'll probably, when I get home, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I was thinking about making some oats. But I don't really, like raw foods are starting to get a little boring to me, because everything is cold. If I lived in a warmer climate, that'd be different. But I'm in New Jersey. Like, it's freezing right now. Well, not freezing, but it's chilly right now. So I really don't want to be out here eating cold food, you know, to, I guess, refuel my body. I want some warm food. I want some little heat. Now, I don't mean spice. I mean temperature, heat. I want something hot. So I try to eat as much raw food as I can, but every now and again I just get a craving for something hot. So maybe I'll be able to make some quinoa, or maybe some brown rice. And you know, listen, I'm broke as a joke, so I'm not gonna be making, you know, some expensive dish, or buying a bunch of Gardein products, which honestly, when you really think about it, are not that expensive. Because if I buy a bag of Doritos, a double soft pretzel from Wawa, you know, that's basically the price of like a pack of Gardein products. But the pack of Gardein products, for me, the one that I really like is the little Hot Pocket ones, and they just don't. They don't really do it. So I don't know. But here's the thing. There's a there's a gym right there, right? Planet Fitness. And I go to Giant Fitness. The only reason why I go to Giant Fitness over Planet Fitness is because Giant Fitness has a bench and they have a squat rack. And those two things, and the price is the same. The hours are a little bit different. Saturdays and Sundays, they have, limited hours. But for the most part, the prices are the same. Standard is $10 a month. And then the one where you get to bring a guest is $20 a month. So those two, are basically the same, but Planet Fitness is open 24/7, like every single day. And I've been meaning to get a membership at Planet, but I just haven't. So who knows? And maybe I will one day. I need to get some gas for the jalopy. Yeah, so Planet Fitness is right around the corner, which is way closer. And I've been thinking about it, man. Maybe I should just go ahead and bite the bullet and go get a Planet membership. Something is telling me not to. Maybe it's just my ego. Because it doesn't matter where you go, you're gonna get buffed if you're working out. The only thing I don't like about Planet is just the atmosphere. Like I was telling my buddy the other day, I'm gonna go to a gym with, big guys. And he looked at me and he said, well, you should be, your own motivation. You shouldn't be motivated by looking at another person. I said, true, but I'm motivated because I want, to have that look. I want to be, big, buff, and bulky. If everybody at the gym is, thin and puny, it's, I'm not going to work as hard. Like, I know me. I'm not going to work as hard. So that's one of the main reasons why I continue to go to Giant, is because the guys there are a lot bigger. And people, you see, shirts off, not shirts off, but like you see the arms out, you see the vascularity, you see the toning and the condition of some of the muscles. This one doesn't have like the bodybuilder factor. The one I used to go to in Lindenwold, it had more of a bodybuilder feel because there were like a couple guys in there that would actually compete. And a lot of people that went there used to go to Extreme, which was a big bodybuilder gym. Extreme Fitness used to be, this bodybuilder gym down here, on the White Horse Pike. Just killers. I mean, you walk in there and you would literally get bigger just by being around everybody else. So that was always a plus. But what I do want to do is be able to go to the gym, especially now. Like I want to get bigger. I want to get these big old 20-inch arms, but that's not like I don't know. Like I don't have to have a specific gym membership to get 20-inch arms. I'm pretty sure with the weights at Planet Fitness, I can get 20-inch arms. And I feel like I haven't mastered all the weights there, so why go to another gym if I haven't mastered the weights at Planet? I know that sounds stupid, but it's my mindset, Like when I bench press and I try to go up, and I don't go up, by little increments. I go up by 45s. So I'll have a 45 plate, and then I'll go up another 45 plate, and then another 45 plate. I don't do the 25s and the 10s. If the only time I will is if I'm with somebody else and they want to go up by the 25s or the 10s, but I won't do it on my own. If I'm by myself, I'll lift those 45s, plate after plate after plate. But the only way I'll go up to another plate is if I can do 20 with the plate. So if I can do 20 with one plate, then I'll go on to 2 plates. If I can do 20 with 2 plates, then I'll go on to 3 plates. If I can do 20 with 3 plates, then I'll go on to 4. Every now and again, I'll try to test my strength, and I'll do like 10 or 5, or I'll just try to get 1 with the next weight. And honestly, right now I have not been really pushing myself to see if I can go up. And this, I'm sorry, and I'm not even going to comment on that. But I haven't been able to go up because I haven't been able, to really master, a specific weight. So once I get there, it's gonna be a whole different ball game. So let's see, Saturday morning. Let's see if my boys' gym is open, because I really don't want to go all the way out there. Man, I hate when the light is like this, because then it makes it really tough to record. And listen, I know this is like a 10-minute video so far, and these kind of videos, these vlog videos, they're pretty cool. I try to keep them raw and uncut. I probably have to mash this up with some other videos, but having these long videos like this is great for when people are doing cardio, and they just want to have something on to take their mind off of. Oh, he got the Toyota heat in there, but it helps to take their mind off of the cardio. I like it. I like it when Brian Turner does it. I like it when John Venus does it, because those are usually half-hour videos, and that half hour, I piece 2 of those together, that's a full hour. I can bust out my entire set of cardio. I hate when there's another car like okay, so there's 2 lanes. So the lane closest to you, that's usually, especially when you're turning, that's usually like a faster lane. Like if the traffic coming towards me, the slower lane is usually on the outside, and the fast lane is usually closest to you. So the faster lane, they're not stopping for you, but the other lane is, or the faster lane is stopping for you and the other lane isn't. Like, dude, just go. It's traffic. I don't expect for the traffic to stop for me. I expect for people to continue going. So that annoys me. All right, so look, I'm gonna get gas. I'll probably pop back in to you guys when it gets closer to the gym time. So see ya. Right, so I had actually just turned on the podcast with John Venus and Brian Turner, and they were talking about their success on YouTube. And they were saying, they've been on YouTube for years, 3-4 years. And when I look back at it, I've been on YouTube. My first YouTube video went up, I think, back in either 07 or 08. And I had taken some down, I put some up, taken some down, put some up. And I'm starting to think about it. Yo, this should be my living, and it's not. So I'm gonna really work on trying to get the content out to you guys, because there's been some people that been subscribed to me since day one, and listen, I appreciate it, man. But it's a grind, so I gotta get on it, keep putting out the content. So I'm about to head into the gym, pump up these arms. We chasing 20s. We gonna have 20s, trust me. And then after that, I'm gonna go home and kind of rest up until tonight when I gotta go to work.
Kick, step, pedal to the side. This rap is not paying, so I pedal on the side. Psych, I'ma keep pedaling these lines till your thoughts keep racing like my pedals on your mind. You herbs, you're a smudge on my unbesmudged work. You're a small fry nigga waiting on a good spurt. So put your hands up for your favorite jerk. You can try kryptonite, but it might not work. Now fix your pants sagging, we don't wanna see you wagging. My big balls wagging like I'm Dr. Manhattan. Too much flow is trouble for your bladder. I'm sick when I spit, so this mucus fingers might splatter. I'm sorry if that makes you uncomfortable. You say you don't.
So the next time I say, how come I'm not losing any weight? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. It's just a bad habit. I'm sorry. Whew. So, home, showered, smell good. Yeah, boy. And, yo, I'm exhausted, man. I had a good arm workout. And I hate that I'm fat, man, because you can't really see, you know, the gains. You can see the size, but you can't see no gains, man. So my boy told me if I slim down, you'd be able to see more. But if I slim down, man, I gotta eat less. I don't want to eat less. I want to eat more. But in case you're wondering what I'm watching, a little bit of Vegan Physique.
Super cheap. You can get 4 kilos for like £7.50. It's just dirt cheap.
Talking about vegan protein.
And you can make chips out of it.
And it's funny because a lot of people say, well, where do you get your protein from? It's like the same place that elephants and rhinoceros and giraffes get their protein from. You know, I get my protein from the same source that all the largest land animals on Earth get their protein from. So, where you get yours? And it's funny because you think about, like, back in elementary school, they used to talk about producers and consumers. And producers produce their own energy and consumers consume the energy of other things that they eat. So as a kid, I used to wonder, like, man, what if I could produce my own energy that would save a whole lot on food? And then I became vegan. And it's like, why not just eat the producers? Like, stop eating the consumers because you're getting a secondhand source. Imagine if you were to buy a car, let's say a Chevy. So you go to buy your Chevy, and your Chevy is sold at a third-party car dealer. Wouldn't you rather just have a brand new Chevy from the Chevy dealer instead of getting it from a third-party dealer? I mean, I don't know about you, it just makes more sense to me. But I know you can hear the microwave in the background. Yeah, buddy. You see it? Oh, look at why, look at that. Ketchup, butter, nutritional yeast. We about to have some potatoes. But yeah, so let me go ahead and get this together because I'm starving. And see you guys later.